Cartels are disrupting basic services and expanding their criminal enterprises. Mexico, in my judgment, is in danger of becoming a failed state controlled by criminals. If this happens, Mexico could become a safe haven for terrorists who we know are attempting to enter the United States through our porous border. In the interest of national security and in trade with our third largest partner and our rich cultural ties with Mexico, we cannot afford for this to happen. Failure is not an option. Our hearing today will do the following: review the accomplishments of the Mexican government's war against the drug cartels, examine the U.S. role in the war, determine the implications for Homeland Security, determine what future actions the United States needs to take assisting Mexico to win this war. In essence, I want to know from these witnesses here today, what is our plan? What is our strategy in dealing with Mexico? What is the plan to assist Mexico, our neighbor to the south, to help them win this important war? In my judgment, we should explore a joint military and intelligence operation with Mexico, similar to the 1999 plan in Colombia, which succeeded in undermining that country's cocaine trade, disrupting its cartels, and restoring its economic and national security. In addition, I've introduced legislation requiring the State Department to classify drug cartels as foreign terror organizations as a means to limit the group's financial, property, and travel interests. This designation would bring separate charges against anyone providing material support or resources to FTOs. It would provide an additional penalty of up to 15 years in prison and a fine, and it would authorize the deportation of any foreign member of a foreign terrorist organization from the United States, even if they're in this country legally. It would also require banks to freeze any funds tied to foreign terrorist organizations. Cartels kidnap, kill, and mutilate innocent civilians, elected officials, and law enforcement officers. They use gruesome tactics, and I've seen many of the videos and the pictures, and they are so gruesome and so violent and so graphic that we could not show those pictures to at this committee hearing today. These tactics intimidate government officials and citizens. They torture, they use beheadings, they dismember and mutilate. And while not driven by religious ideology, Mexican drug cartels operate in the same manner as Al-Qaeda, the Taliban, or Hezbollah, each sharing a desire in using similar tactics to gain political and economic influence. These are acts of terrorism.